All right, good morning. I am out here on location at the doctor. Good morning, y'all. I just left from having my A1C checked. Um, I had to do a fasting lab, so I haven't had nothing to eat since about 11 o'clock last night. And I feel fine. I'm okay. I made sure I ate some grapes last night to kind of raise my sugar up a little bit to like 120s, 130. So when I laid down and went to sleep, if it dropped, it didn't go under 100. So I came out here and I just had my labs done, and I'm still feeling pretty good. What I'm hoping for is that my doctor says, she told me that if my A1C dropped by 7%, she could step me down to a different medicine and I could start stepping down because I don't want to take this medicine anymore. But you know what I was thinking about? When they first diagnosed me with type 2, I was reading up on, metformin because they had gave me metformin, and I don't take anything without researching it. And metformin took me through hell. It really did. And she tried to put me on another medicine. But when I came home, the medicine it had so many damn side effects. I was like, no, thank you. Right? So because the metformin was already in my body, I just went ahead and stuck with it and rolled with it. So I said all this to say, I remember when I was doing the research, they were talking about metformin opposed to other medicines and how those other medicines assist with dropping your A1C. And so I don't know if you're familiar with what A1C is. It's like the number that's your glucose number, like how your cells react to sugar. And I'm not a doctor so that's the best way that I could think about it. But basically it's about how much sugar is stored in and how much sugar is not processing in your body, things like that. I know that's not the best explanation, but you'll get the point if you look up A1C. So when I first was diagnosed, my A1C was 8.2. And like I told you, if you go back to my past videos, I had a rough December, and I just felt like I had did so well all year long with my diet. I just lost it in December. I explained to y'all in that video how I went to Starbucks and I was getting hot chocolate and I had a Danish and I went and got some Simply juice. I don't drink juice, none of that stuff. So I was like, oh, I want some juice. It was December. I was trying to live it up, okay? Living it up made me sick, because they had already told me that I was borderline. So I had already cleaned my diet up a few years ago and was trying to do better. But December, I lost it. And that's kind of what pushed me over the edge. And plus, I was working a job where I was there for 12 hours, Saturday and Sunday, just sitting in the same fucking spot and not taking my food, cooking my food. But for the most part, we were ordering pizza every weekend, ordering pizza, eating all this crap. And I swear to God, it just caught up with me. So I started researching that medicine, okay? And then it was saying that people who took other medicine were a little bit more prone, like that the medicine assisted with dropping the A1C. Not only was it supposed to stabilize your sugar, but drop the A1C. So I said all of this to say this. I'm down 35 pounds from December. When I was diagnosed, I got diagnosed December 30th. So January, February, March, this is April. Today is like April the 8th or the 9th. I think it's the 8th or the 9th, one of them days. So this is Monday. So I'm down 35 pounds. When I tell you strict diet, I'm serious. I showed you guys what I'm eating. I won't even drink almond milk. I won't even drink anything with that cream base. I try to keep it simple. Even for breakfast, I eat a flaxseed brand, coconut chips, water, food processor. That's it. I make my own milk because I had to find something in the morning to give me that fiber and to give me that sense of fulfillment. You know what I mean? So I just really hope, I just went and took my lab. I just really hope my A1C is dropping. I know for a fact that it's dropping because I've been doing what I'm supposed to do as far as walking, You guys know that I really don't like to gym that much, but I've been going to private gyms. Um, I just really been doing what I'm supposed to do. And I think the reason why I was diagnosed is because I was under so much stress, with this terrible job that I was at, and a combination of everything, it being the holidays, me missing my family, me missing my mom. It was just all kind of stuff that I believe factored into it. I don't think it was just one thing, because I've heard people come on my other videos and say, you got to take care of yourself, sis. You know what I'm saying? And they don't mean no harm, and I respect them for saying that. But if you have to go back to my past videos, my very first video, I'm crying in my first video telling you guys I have to do better. I know I'm doing better. And this was over 2 years ago. I had changed my diet before I even decided to come on YouTube and tell you guys. You know what I mean? I haven't had beef and pork since I was 12 years old. I went home one day and told my mom, I don't want no beef, no pork. And I was hungry as hell that whole summer. And when she saw that I was determined not to eat the beef and pork, she was like, if you can make it through this summer, you know what I mean, I'll start buying your groceries. And my mom would give me $90 a month, or every 2 weeks, one of the others, to go to the grocery store and get fruits and vegetables. So I always been a vegetable kid. But people think because you don't eat certain types of meats and stuff, you can't get fat off of bread, pastas, rice, and stuff like that. And you can, and that's the big problem. So that was my issue. I loved Italian food. I loved any Thai food, noodles. I just loved it. And now I'm at a point where I can't even fathom thinking about eating that stuff. So it just has to get to a point where you change your mind. And unfortunately, I had to make that serious decision due to diabetes. And I was just listening to Charlemagne this morning on the Breakfast Club, and he was saying that if a person, we all know he could be rude sometimes, but I still like him. He was saying that if the person if you don't want to take the criticism from the person, then you're going to take the flack from the disease. And it is true. The disease will kill you. It will kick your ass. You know what I mean? It'll make you feel like you are having a complete outer body experience. And then once you become diagnosed, you kind of understand, like, oh, my stuff was all off whack. That's why I was feeling like that. Because the day that I realized something was wrong with me, I was at home and I was like, I need to sit down. And I was already trying to get dressed to go out. I was dressed. I was on my way out, but I kept saying, I need to sit down. And I don't say stuff like that. So when I say I need to sit down, I was like, okay. I had loaded some things I was trying to load some things into the car. And midway walking down to the car, I put the stuff on the side of the car, and I was like, I need to get to the emergency. And I drove myself to the emergency, but while I was pulling out, I kept hearing this lady blowing the horn. She was beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, who is this blowing at me like this? I'm trying to get to the emergency. I had left all my stuff sitting next to the car. That's how I knew something was wrong. And then if you guys take a look at my other videos, when I got to the emergency, they were trying to play me like I had been on some type of drugs. They was like, so what kind of drugs did you take? I said, drugs? What are you talking about? I said, they was like, well, your heart rate is 151. You seem very anxious. I was like, because I'm having these spells where I feel like I cannot breathe. And I'm not about to sit in this emergency room while y'all think everything is okay. So I'm about to cause a scene because I need y'all to get me back there in case I pass out. Because, I'm kind of strong-willed. So if I tell you I'm about to pass out, that's because I can tell you. Like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you I'm about to fall out. And I know it. So I got back there. Whack-ass emergency room tried to tell me I had hyperthyroidism. And I made a video on that. Hyperthyroidism or not. Nah. So it wasn't hyperthyroidism. And my glucose level was high, and it was causing all these different feelings within my body. Okay, so now that I gave y'all the backdrop, I hope my A1C drop. I'm going to, of course, I'm going to come on here and let y'all know. And this is not because I have to tell all my business. Some people don't want to share their business, and that's the problem. You know what I mean? Diabetes is high here. We got all these fast food restaurants, and I'm so thankful because a lot of juice bars are on the rise. A lot of vegan spots are on the rise. I love that we have a lot of Mediterranean restaurants around my area, and vegetarian places that we can go to, Caribbean spots where people are actually cooking the food right there, real good food. You know what I mean? So I feel like for the amount that you're spending at a fast food restaurant, put $3 extra with it and just go to a place that has good cooked food and eat there. Leave these fast food places alone. I dealt with fast food places when I was in college, but when I moved here, I haven't, like I said, I haven't had a burger. I can't tell you the last time I went to McDonald's and had a chicken sandwich or something like that. Like, and one of my friends get mad at me because I go there and get salads. But like I say, if I get a salad from there, it's because I'm out in the streets and I'm in desperate need of having something to eat. Because even if you didn't feel bad, if you're diabetic and you didn't feel bad pre the medicine, once you get on that medicine, it takes a hold of your body and it does not let you do certain things anymore. So that's why I had to give into a new way of eating, because the medicine would tell me, you don't like this rice don't like you can't eat this, and my uncles are diabetic, and one of my uncles is always telling me, I don't know what kind of diabetic you are, I've been diabetic 20 years. First of all, I don't want to be diabetic 20 years, okay? Second of all, I don't take insulin. I take a pill that was prescribed to me one time a day. She prescribed it for me to take it twice a day, but it's too strong for me. So once a day is good, and I control my sugar throughout the day. I try not to let my sugar go up past 130. If it's up past 130, I'm greedy, okay? That means I'm greedy, because I don't want to get to a point where my sugar is up like that. That's too much. That means I ate something that I shouldn't have had, or something that I can eat, I ate too much of it. So I know I'm up to almost 11 and a half minutes, and YouTube keep telling me less is more, because people don't ever watch the whole video. But I thank you for the people that do watch the whole video, because guess what? If I dedicate my time, I sit there and watch your video, because sometimes the best shit that people say is all the way at the end of the video. So I'm going to cut it short here. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. The main point of this is that I'm doing everything that I have to do to get to the next level. I don't want to live with this. I don't want it to kill me, and I don't want to die from it. So I do everything that I have to do. So that's the point. I want my A1C to drop. I'm going to give y'all an update and let y'all know what's going on with it. I know for a fact it's dropped, but I don't know where it is. I don't. And I need to know. So good thing about coming over here to Harris Health is that, people don't like the county hospital, but I don't have problems with them. I can, once everything is uploaded into the system, I can go right online and log in and look at my test results right there. And that's what I like. So peace and blessings to you all. Let's stay positive. Let's continue to try to eat as clean and healthy and live a holistic life as we can on the level that we're on. And when you can progress to the next level, do so. So thank you so much. Peace, y'all.